Hey, Empire Builders, Justin Kaiser here. Welcome to day 8 of Next Step Empire, my daily series to help you build your business empire with ancient wisdom. Now, today, we're keeping the momentum going with a topic that's really close to my heart: 5 ancient wisdom principles for a healthy entrepreneur. You see, I've built my business empire over the last 24 years by applying the timeless teachings of icons like Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, and Neville Goddard. And my passion for natural health and fitness keeps me energized to make it happen. Now, I'm dropping new episodes every day, Tuesday through Saturday, so stick with me all week. And if you're new, start with episode 1. I'm going to put the link below. Now, if this resonates with you, hit the subscribe button, book a call if you're ready. The link's in the description below. Now, if you've been with me since episode 1 last week, you know my story. 24 years ago, I'm 18 years old, and I picked up this little yellow card that read, "Be Your Own Boss." And that was in a small Nebraska town. Now, I called the number on that card, and from the next day on, I've been my own boss ever since. From direct sales in 2001 to college campus promotions from '02 to '05, flipping houses in Scottsdale, Arizona till the '07 crash, Forex trading for 7.5 years until 2014 and managing money for investors, credit restoration and business funding until 2016, solar investing with structuring 200 million in tax equity deals by the end of 2018, and then co-founding Solar Grids in 2020 and scaling it to become the largest solar franchisor in America before a merger and IPO. Now, that's 24 years in a nutshell. But back in 2022, the solar industry was changing fast, and we had to pivot quickly or die. And by die, I mean go out of business. Now, I used ancient wisdom to avoid becoming an ancient dinosaur like 90% of all the other solar companies out there. You see, I built my empire by tapping into the wisdom of icons like Napoleon Hill, Earl Nightingale, and Neville Goddard. And my healthy lifestyle keeps me grounded and my mind focused. Now, yesterday in episode 7, we used Bob Proctor's principles to overcome fear. Identify your fear and take action. You see, it's confidence that is built with small wins. Those small wins really keep stacking up. Now, today, we're going to focus on health because ancient wisdom teaches that a healthy body and mind are the foundation of a successful empire. If you don't have health, you can't build wealth. So, today, we're going to dive into 5 ancient wisdom principles for a healthy entrepreneur because vitality is key to applying the teachings of Hill, Nightingale, and Goddard. Now, when I was scaling solar grids, I was working 12 to 15-hour days, building systems, putting together processes, targeting high demand markets, and at the end, merging with a public company. Now, I couldn't have done it without my health. My clean diet, mainly animal based, daily fitness, and mindset practices keep me sharp. Now, that's especially true when the industry shifted and I had to pivot fast. Now, ancient wisdom isn't just about business, it's about balance. Napoleon Hill said, "Success starts with a clear mind." Earl Nightingale said, "Energy drives progress." And Neville Goddard said, "Imagination requires vitality." You see, health is the foundation of your empire. So let's break it down with 5 principles inspired by ancient wisdom to keep you thriving as an entrepreneur. First, you've got to fuel your body with purpose because ancient wisdom teaches that clarity starts with what you put in. Now, that's in your body and in your business. Napoleon Hill's definite chief aim isn't just for your business, it's for your health too. Hill said, "A clear aim drives all your actions," and that includes how you feel your body. Now, for me, my aim is to be a high energy entrepreneur who can lead my empire for decades. And that's why I eat the way that I do. I prioritize animal based protein and then fill in the rest, usually with fruit and olive oil. Now, I do a few veggies here and there, but not much. And that's a whole video in of itself. So, and maybe I'll drop a video on that someday. But for a quick version, I eat between 10 to 15 eggs every single day, not every week, every day. Eggs are nature's vitamin. I usually have about 10 or so for breakfast. I usually skip lunch and I have an earlier dinner with at least 1 pound of beef or steak. That's 100% grass fed beef, of course. Now, instead of lunch, I'll have a smoothie with ground beef powder and I'll add bananas and strawberries. Now, might sound gross, but you would never know that it's beef powder. It's actually the best chocolate protein mix I've ever had. And it's super clean too. Just three ingredients: beef, cocoa powder, and stevia. Nothing artificial, no seed oils, no crap, just real food. But it's not just food, it's fuel for my purpose. You see, back in 2018, I went vegetarian for 6 months and then vegan for another 3.5 years. And it nearly destroyed my health. I did everything right. I took all the right supplements. I thought I was doing my part also for the greater good of the animals and the planet. But it turned out I was only harming myself and not having the impact on the planet and the animals I hoped I was. Now, that's a whole nother episode that maybe I'll share sometime. But for me, switching to an animal based diet and getting animal protein and animal fats gave me the energy that I have today to do what I do. I never get tired throughout the day. Never. I never have an afternoon crash. I don't drink energy drinks and I don't need caffeine. I'm actually not a coffee drinker. Never have been. Never liked the taste of it. Now, compare that to my real estate days. I'd knowingly eat junk, including processed foods with seed oils, non organic produce loaded with harmful pesticides, and I felt sluggish in the afternoons. I didn't even know what organic was back then. I certainly wasn't fueled with purpose. So, I encourage you to choose foods that align with your aim as an entrepreneur. If you want to be sharp and focused, ditch all the processed stuff. All the processed stuff with all the seed oils and all the ingredients that you can't pronounce. Now, you don't need to be extreme like me. Just prioritize eating real food. If you like eating plants, maybe it works for you, and that's okay, of course. But just make sure that you're eating real food and no processed garbage in a package that's got ingredients like canola oil, vegetable oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, soybean oil, right? All those nasty, harmful oils. Do you know during World War II, rapeseed oil, which is the precursor to canola oil, was widely used as a lubricant for steam engines and ships and other machinery? Would you put engine oil in your body? I didn't think so. The only oils that you should ever be eating are authentic organic olive oil, cold pressed coconut oil, and avocado oil. Now, I could do a whole video on inflammation and the damaging effects of those oils alone. They're everywhere, but they're just not meant for human consumption. And eliminating them from your diet could be the most important decision you make on your health ever. Now, I kind of went on a tangent there, but as you can tell, health is something I'm extremely passionate about. Now, write down your health aim. My health aim is to fuel my body with and put these specific foods to support my empire. Share your health aim in the comments below. I'd love to hear it. Let's move on to number 2. Move daily with discipline, because ancient wisdom teaches that consistency builds vitality. Earl Nightingale said, "Success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal." And that applies to your health too. You see, daily movement keeps your body and mind sharp for your empire. I make sure I walk for at least 20 to 25 minutes every single day around noon to get my vitamin D from the amazing Florida sunshine. Now, for me, it's non negotiable. Those walks really help to clear my head. I also do around an hour or so workout 3 times a week. For me, I like having a full recovery day after a long workout. So I usually work out Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and I usually do a lot of calisthenics, multiple varieties of push ups and pull ups, and lots of various dumbbell lifts. Now, I absolutely love the natural high that I get when I finish a workout, knowing that I gave it my all. Now, compare that to my real estate days. I'd skip working out. I didn't work out for months at a time. I'd feel drained despite having multiple energy drinks, and I'd be burned out by mid afternoon. You see, daily movement keeps you in the game. Now, for you, this means finding a daily movement habit. It doesn't have to be intense. Start with a 5-minute walk, or start with a quick stretch, or 10 push ups. but make it consistent every single day. And this is exactly what Nightingale taught. Whatever it is, write it down. My daily movement habit is, and put your specific activity right there. Share it in the comments below. Let's get disciplined together. All right, let's move on to number 3. Clear your mind with focus, because ancient wisdom teaches that mental clarity drives success. Napoleon Hill said, persistence is the key to success. And that includes persisting in keeping your mind clear. Now, when I was scaling solar grids and leading as CEO, I'd get overwhelmed from running the company, supporting franchisees, and scaling with new franchisees. So, this is what I did. I'd take 10 minutes in the middle of the afternoon to just stop everything and just breathe deeply and just focus on my breath, right? And I'd repeat it in my head. I'm building a solar empire, the largest and most successful solar franchisor in North America. I would repeat that over and over. And that clarity helped me make smarter decisions, like choosing the right franchisees who shared our vision. I also enjoy listening to 20 to 60-minute guided meditations on YouTube. Now, if you haven't done a guided meditation, I highly recommend it. Just do a search on YouTube for guided meditation. There's several really good ones on there, and I'll probably do another video on that just specifically. Now, compare that to my early days. I'd let stress get to me. I'd let it cloud my mind, and I'd be reacting instead of responding. I'd make rash decisions, and I'd ultimately suffer the consequences because of it. You see, a clear mind is your superpower. For you, this means finding a way to clear your mind daily. So, try deep breathing, try meditation, or a quick walk. Now, if you're considering franchising, clarity is a key to choosing the right path, and that's where I can help. Book a call with me, the link's below, and write it down. My daily clarity practice is, and put your specific activity there. Share it in the comments below. All right, let's move on to number 4. Rest with intention, because ancient wisdom teaches that rest fuels your imagination. Neville Goddard said, imagination creates reality, but you can't imagine your empire if you're burned out, right? Now, when I was scaling solar grids and serving as CEO, I'd work long days, but I made rest a priority. I'd do a 20-minute meditation in the afternoon, intentionally imagining my franchisees succeeding. I'd picture them hitting their goals. I'd feel grateful for their success. Now, that rest not only recharged me, but it fueled my vision and it helped me lead with clarity. Now, compare that to my credit restoration days where I'd work nonstop, crash, and lose my competitive edge and my creative edge. Now, resting with intention keeps you sharp. For you, this means scheduling intentional rest. Take 10 to 20 minutes a day and just take a little break. Close your eyes and just imagine your empire. See yourself succeeding, whether it's running a franchise or another venture. But whatever it is, write it down. My intentional rest practice is, and then write down your specific activity. Share it in the comments below. All right, let's move on to number 5. Build energy with balance, because ancient wisdom teaches that balance sustains your empire. Earl Nightingale said, a worthy ideal is something you can pursue steadily, and that includes balancing your health with your work. Now, I learned this the hard way during my early Forex days. I'd skip sleep, eat poorly. Sometimes I didn't go outside for 2 days at a time because I felt like I should just be behind a computer working on stuff. And I burned out. But I pivoted by creating balance. I started eating a clean organic diet. I started having daily movement, walking, stretching, etc. I started doing intentional rests, meditations, and mental clarity practices. Now, that balance gave me the energy to scale solar grids to 100 plus franchise territories in 3 years, even through industry shifts. Now I'm at my best, leading franchisees, creating this series, and helping others build their empires. Now, for you, this means finding your balance. And you can do that by combining the principles that we've covered today. Feel your body, move daily, clear your mind, rest with intention, and make that a protocol. Write it down. My balanced health protocol is, and also share it in the comments below. Let's build on this energy together. So, that's how you become a healthy entrepreneur with ancient wisdom. Fuel your body with purpose, move daily with discipline, clear your mind with focus, rest with intention, and build energy with balance. All inspired by Hill, Nightingale, and Goddard. You see, I've scaled solar grids to 100 plus franchise territories in 3 years by pivoting fast with ancient wisdom helping me along the way. And my healthy lifestyle keeps me energized to make it happen. Now, this series is your daily push. Tuesday through Saturdays, I'm here to let you know you can do this. If an 18-year-old small town Nebraska guy can do it, like me, you can definitely do it. So now it's your turn to act. One call with me could help you build your empire with ancient wisdom. So click the link below, book a call with me. No pressure, just real talk. I'll share what I've learned over my last 24 years of wins and losses in business, plus how I stay energized and how you can thrive. Now, if this is resonating with you and you haven't already, hit subscribe. I've got new episodes every day, Tuesday through Saturday, to keep your momentum going. Now, drop a comment. What's your biggest takeaway from today? How are you staying energized this week? Tell me. I'll read and reply to every single one. This is your shot. Freedom, cash, ultimately, your empire starts right now. I'm here to get you there. So let's do this together, and I'll see you tomorrow for episode 9.